Hello, I'm here to make a video about the last of 12 random shelter point delights to wish the year good night. Before I get into that, I have here my whiskey that I'm using to align my palate, to calibrate things so that I'll be able to taste better what's in the little sample bottle from Shelter Point. I'm using a 40% alcohol by volume Canadian whiskey. This one is the Canadian Club 20, and it's been open for about 4 months now, and it is getting better and better. It is really good right now. This is fantastic stuff. Even though it's only bottled at 40%, it's really, really good. It's rich and flavorful despite the 40% alcohol by volume. Very nice. A decent place to start a flight. But I think it's time to move on. It's time to move on to the main event. There's only one left. This is the last one of the series. Here it is. I don't know what it is. I have the split in the label to my side and the stop sign to you. Now let's see if I can... Oh no. Oh no. I have to get the vice grip. I'll be right back. Just a little bit of gentle persuasion of torque. And we got the lid off. There. Now to pour this right in our clean Glencairn glass. And I'll let you know what I think I'm tasting. I'll tell you my impressions of it. And so on. This is nice. Right away, I'm getting quite some fruity notes. Ripe red fruits. Ripe red. Some red grapes. Some strawberries. Other berry flavors. This is good. This smells wonderful. Wonderful and fruity. Underneath the strawberries. Now we're getting some currants and raspberries as well. Maybe some blackberries and a lot of berries. There's a little bit of apple creeping in from underneath the berries. Oh, wow. This is very nice. For some reason, it's so nice it's making my sniffer sweat. Yeah, my sniffer was sweating from the inside just a little bit there. Oh, it's even nicer now with a clear sniffer. Mm. Besides those fruits and berry notes, I'm also getting a little bit of vanilla, yes, a little bit of wood smoke too. Wood, could this be the wood smoke? Could this be from barrel char? It's possible. And I tell you what, this has a very big nose, a very delicious, delightful nose. I'm sure it's finished or aged somehow in wine cask, a red wine cask of some kind. Beautiful. Yeah, there's some deep down. If I dig that deep down and let the fruits dissipate a little bit, I'm getting quite a bit of maltiness now. Malty and vanilla. Mm. I'm liking this one from the nose already. Maybe I've already tried it too. It's quite complex for a young whiskey. It's a beauty. Uh, I'm kind of glad the way fate has saved this one for last. I'm going to taste this. I'm going to taste this and I'm probably going to enjoy it. Getting some with those dark fruits and dark ripe fruits. Getting some. There's something else under there. I was getting a little bit of wood smoke. I was getting some vanillas. I was getting some of that maltiness, almost like a Swiss Ovaltine drink. Oh, this is nice. Now I'm going to taste it. Mmm. Okay. It's very fruity. And it's a little on the warmer side of cold. Shall I say that it's got a high ABV? I'm talking probably about more than 50%. It's hot. If I add some water, I'm going to give it half a spoon. And hopefully half a spoon has done it justice. It doesn't need to open up. It's got plenty of nose and plenty of flavor. But it needs to cool down a little bit. It needs to settle down a little bit. Okay. Interesting. Now, the fruits are not as strong as they were. But there's some caramel creeping in. There's some caramel creeping in from underneath where I was getting a malty note before and some vanilla. Now there's some caramel, toffee, rich toffee. Rich toffee. Oh, nice. On the palate. Oh. fruity. I think I've dialed it into the Goldilocks zone. It's just right now. It's just right. It's intensely fruity. I'm not getting much malt at all. Just a lot of fruit. Could this be? Oh, and toffee on the nose. Yes. I wonder if I already have a whole bottle of this. And if I don't, I would like to get one. I probably can't get it at the distillery because it's probably sold out there. So I'll have to look at some dusty shelves. Hopefully somewhere someone has this. That is if I don't have it already. If I have it already, then I'm going to enjoy it. Oh, rich and fruity. There's also a little bit right on the tip of my tongue. It's a little bit maritime, salty sea spray, and finishes quite dry, with vanilla sticking to the sides of my mouth, along with the fruits that are fading. Oh, this is good. Toffee notes. Toffee and berries. You wouldn't think toffee and berries would go together well, but they do. Toffee and berries. The layer on the top is toffee, is berries. The layer beneath that is a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of toffee. Somewhere in there, there's that maritime note, more on the palate. Ah, pears and berries. Caramel. Oh, mouth-watering like you wouldn't believe. This is great. I like this a lot. What is it? Glad this one ended up being last because it is like the grand finale. Red letters on brown. Single malt whiskey, aged 3 years. Now you can call it whiskey. Now you can call it whiskey. It is kosher. It's a product of Canada. It is 60% alcohol by volume, 50 milliliters, and 100% Canadian barley. And did I mention already that it is kosher? This is the best of this series of young malts. This is the most complex of the young malts at cask strength. Beautiful. No, this is great stuff. I was hoping that the all grain whiskey was going to be in the half calendar in the 12 delights to wish this year good night, but the all grain 3 or 4 grain whiskey that Leon was talking about in his recent video, I think it just went up late yesterday, he was talking about one that was all grain, and I would love to try that one, but I haven't been able to obtain a bottle of that. And when I look on the website, it's sold out, and I haven't seen it in a store. I might be able to track it down. I might go to a few stores and see if I can find it. But I should have been more on the ball with that one. Unfortunately, I was not. Put this on the taxi door opening setting. Oh, this is rich and fruity. So I'm pretty sure, and toffee, and a little bit of maple syrup too. Oh, I should bottle this one. At cask strength, 60% alcohol by volume, and 3 years old. Yes, you can call it a whiskey. This one is tremendous. And I'm really glad that I was able to try them in the order of new make, followed by 1 year old, followed by 2 year old, followed by 3 year old. I'm glad that I was able to taste them in that progression, going from new make and going to more matured whiskey. However, I don't think this one was, that could have been. This could have been aged in ex-Isla casks, as it does have some of that smokiness, but not as much as the 2 year old did. I wonder if somebody will jump in and make the comment and tell me how this one was matured. But I'm guessing. Maybe some of this was ex-Isla cask, for sure, if not all of it. But this one, oh, and there's the Tootsie Roll chocolate, the characteristic Tootsie Roll chocolate. You know, even though I've added water to it and I've had it open for a while and I keep nosing it and tasting it, it keeps changing. And there's the Tootsie Roll chocolate with the, there's that toffee again. Oh my goodness, this is heavenly. This is just right. I like this a lot. I could keep on nosing and taking tiny little sips for the rest of the day of this because it is so good. This is the top of the craft. It keeps changing subtly every time I take a nosing of it. And every time I take a taste, it's different again. Yeah, that had to be, I'm guessing, ex-wine cask. Got to be, and some of it was in ex-Isla, because I come right back to it and now I'm getting a lot of wine again. Not in a bad way. This is done right. There are a lot of wine finish whiskeys that I really don't care for, but this is a beauty. Okay. I could wax poetically for a long time on this one, but I'm going to go to my cheers box and see what it says. Ufad. Ufad? Well, whatever that was. Ufad.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.